Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sprite Castle. On today's show I'm going to be playing the 1984 classic game from Epyx, Impossible Mission. On some of the episodes of Sprite Castle I like to already have the game up and running, or I warped through the loading process. I've edited it out on at least one, but on this episode I want to leave it running because this game starts off with a very, very famous sound clip, as far as Commodore users are concerned. If you've ever been around a Commodore 64 or someone who grew up playing Commodore 64, you have heard this little sound bite. So here we have Impossible Mission. You'll notice right on the front screen there it says Speech Synthesis by Electronic Speech Systems. Copyright 1984 Epyx.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever. There's nobody who grew up playing a Commodore 64 that cannot recite that line. Welcome to Impossible Mission. Oh, I don't want to start with that room. Impossible Mission, you are a spy type guy. You are investigating Elvin Adambender, who is supposedly hacking into... There's a lot going on in this room, so I'm going to pause right here. So, the point of Impossible Mission, the big picture goal of this game, is to collect pieces of a map. The map pieces are going to be assembled, which once the map is assembled, you will get a 9-digit password that will allow you into the final room where you can fight Mr. Adam Bender. Now, here's the secret. I've never been able to do that. I've never done that. I've never played this game all the way through because playing this game is so much fun, the little adventure to get to that point. So, what we're going to do is we need to find these pieces of the map. And so on the, I'm going to run out of this room real quick. Here you can see a hallway, which I'm in, and an elevator. And as I go up and down the elevator and I go into different rooms, you can see there is a green map there. Inside these rooms, there are different types of enemies and computers and things that we can use to search. Okay, so this is a good room to look at here. Right in front of me is a computer that I can access. And notice if I press up and I can access the computer and I can do two things. I can reset the elevator lifts in this room, or I can temporarily disable the robots. Now you'll notice if I hit my button, it says password required. I can't do either of those things yet. I'm going to have to obtain passes to do that. So all I can do right now is log off. So what I have right here are some robots. You'll notice the robots can't pass over the little elevator lifts here. They are limited to the normal platform. Robots have all different kinds of patterns. Some are pattern-based, some are motion-based, some vary their speeds depending on if they can see you or not. So if you stop and inventory a room for just a second, you can kind of see what's going on. Oh, and I jumped right into that electrical street. An Impossible Mission is a time-based game, not a lives-based game. So you can actually die until you run out of time. And each time you die, I believe it takes 10 minutes off of the time, and you have a total of, I want to say 36 hours. Maybe it's 18. I think it's 36 hours. So really, you can play this game for a long time. Now notice that I have these elevators over here are all attached, so they all move up, so I can't move up anymore. Obviously, I'm going to have to access this set of elevators, and I'm going to have to time that. And then I can get to this elevator. Now up here are some things I can search. So I'm going to hold up. You'll see it says searching. There's a bar counting down. And when it was all done, I found what looks like a piece of a map. Then that disappears. Now I'm going to have to jump over and see what that robot does. He's obviously a motion-based robot who will chase me. Some rooms are easier to come back and search later whenever you have snoozes, which are the passes that put the robots to sleep. Some rooms you can mess up so bad with the elevators that don't reset and you may need to come back after you get an elevator reset. We'll give this one more time here. Obviously, this robot is going to fly after me. Yeah, just probably going to have to come back to this room here. So if I were trying to play to actually beat the game, that's a room that I would come back to. Now, at the bottom of the screen here, if I hit my button while I'm not moving in the elevator, you can see I have access to a little computer here. I can move through memory to look at the pieces I've collected. This is a modem, and if I press this, I can get help, or I can call the main office. Let's do that. I'm nowhere near needing to be able to do that yet, but I just wanted you to hear it. Over here, you can see where I can move. I can take my puzzle pieces and try to orient them. I can move through them. I can flip them horizontally and vertically. I can move it back into my inventory if I want to. Turn off the computer. Now, so let's go to another room over here. Now, like I said, there are two types of enemies we will encounter. One is robots, and we've seen the robots here already. One cool little move that you can do is, you notice when I start running, I kind of take this big leap right there. You can actually incorporate that into a jump and cover gaps right there. I'm going to search this dresser here. There's another map piece. Now I'm going to drop down. Notice how that robot keeps looking behind him down there? I can tell you what he's going to do when he sees me. Yeah, he's going to shock me. Exactly what I thought he was going to do. He did exactly what I thought. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to try to extend that leap right there just a little bit. Not anywhere I could go from there, but I'd like to get to that water bed right there. So again, I'm going to kind of time that horribly. Some of the animations in this game look similar to Summer Games, or the game series, which were also by Epyx. Nothing in the waterbed, eh? Well, that's too bad for me. Also, you can drop as far... you can't be killed, I guess, by falling, I should say, is a better way to say that. So if I wanted to, I could just... Boop. You can, however, do this. There's certain things that never get old. It's like I'm 10 years old again. 10, 11 years old. Let's go check out this room. No, the first room that you'll also get little random sound samples in this game. I always thought the guy looked like Han Solo, is who I thought. So, now this actually this is going to be like a little game of Simon. So let's go access this computer. Oh, I did that wrong. Well, we may have to edit this part out because it made me look less like a dummy. So anyway, let's go check out another room. So this is the other enemy. This ball follows you. That's all he does. And it is a giant electrified ball. So, yep. So, that happens. That just happened. Let's go see. Oh, notice how I could use that little... Let's see what the... Oh, well, I probably should have searched that. Remember I said he takes a little leap here, so if I can space this just right, you can see that I can kind of leap over those. Nothing there. So, let's see if I did earn anything from my thing. Temporarily, nope. Oh, I did. I did have a reset platform, which I didn't need to use at all, so I just completely wasted it. But, it's all part of the business. And notice how that guy doesn't even move, but now I'm kind of screwed for this. Oh! And a robot popped in there. Another map piece. I'm trying to find a... if I could... Yeah, there's not much I can do here. Notice that there's a door on the other side over here. And when I go completely through the room, I've now accessed the next elevator. And more rooms open up. I'm going to go down here and see. Notice how that one opens up as well. This guy's going to be tough. Woo! It's how... Oh. Got a little cocky too fast right there. It's like the Barbarian episode. I got a little too happy. But anyway, this is Impossible Mission. So, as you continue to collect map pieces, the overall goal... See that guy giving me... It's like a robot giving me the stink eye. Not nice. Let's go try this. Nothing here. There's something there. What I remember about Impossible Mission, first of all, like I said, I was completely oblivious as a kid and as an adult. That electricity kills. I was completely oblivious to the fact that there was a bigger picture to this game going on. The problem with this show is that I'm not good at playing games. I'm not really great at playing them in the first place, and I'm worse at playing them when I'm trying to talk. So I wasn't aware that there was a bigger picture going on, that I was supposed to be assembling map pieces or doing any of those things. And so I was perfectly happy going around and just searching rooms and trying to find, you know, these puzzle pieces and getting past the robots. I mean, to me, that was enough of a game. I mean, think about the time frame. This is 84, so... And, I mean, the computer came out in the fall of 82. So, this came out... If you watch the episode on Galaga, this came out, you know... I mean, a year after that version of Galaga that was just made with sprites that looked so terrible. So, this is definitely a leap forward in electricity, in you know, graphics and oh, he's coming fast. So yeah, giant leap. I mean, 84. You think about, I mean, not Dragon's Lair, but Donkey Kong. I mean, is what, like 83? You know, I mean, it's just for the time. This is a very, very good game. Also. These types of games in general. Now this is one where really this room is just used to get across the map. Oh, now it's going to be used to kill me. But I don't even know what I'm saying. You know, a game like this is not a type of game that you would play in an arcade, you know, and so I think this helped advance. Obviously, the biggest example of that is role-playing games, you know, games like Bard's Tale and Wizardry and things like that. But you know, so there were a lot. There are arcade games that are played better in the arcade. Obviously, I mean, things like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man and stuff look better in the arcade. Then they look, okay, hey, didn't I get a sleep? I think I did get a snooze. Now watch this. Password accepted. Log off. Now look. Oh, look who's asleep. Look who can't hurt me. Look who's not dangerous at all. You guys are silly, silly. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just searching your giant vending machine. And now they woke up. And they will kill me. But, you know, so games like this that had action adventure, but also a little bit of strategy, you know, with assembling the map and doing all those things, you know, to me kind of advanced computer games, you know. It's kind of the opposite of if you can't beat them, join them. It's if you can't beat them, then, you know, show what you're good at. Obviously, a game that... here's an old trick, you know. Go down through that. But anyway, so this is Impossible Mission. Like I said, the even if you never get to the portion of the game where you are trying to assemble the map and do all that, it's still a fun game. It's still something fun. Kids love this game. I liked this game as a kid. So here, just want to show you this. Is now you can see that I've got a couple of map pieces now. And then eventually you would start setting those up. So this is Impossible Mission. There is Impossible Mission was ported to several other systems. It was ported over to the Apple II. It was ported over to other Atari home systems, and probably the most infamous port would be for the Atari 7800. The Atari 7800 version, as you can see in the rooms, there are two different types of objects to search. There are the searchable objects, and then there are the computers, like the ones that are down here. In the Atari 7800 version, there is a bug that can put objects inside those computers, which obviously you can't search. So because you can't search them, you actually cannot beat the Atari 7800 game. So literally, the name Impossible Mission is true. The game is impossible to win. There have been ports over the years. There's a version of this on the Game Boy that's very loyal to this version, I believe. There were ports on the DS. There have been several different versions of this game have been released. I want to say there was I know this is another game that was included on the Commodore 64 all-in-one, the 30-in-1 joystick. And I think it's available on the WiiWare channel. So, I mean, lots of different ways to play this. My personal opinion, because of the sound quality and the sprites, I've always enjoyed the Commodore version the most. But the same people, obviously, if you're a fan of old computer games, that did the speech synthesis for this game, obviously did the speech synthesis for Ghostbusters. It sounds like the same voice. So anyway, Impossible Mission. Very fun to check out. Even if you find that you're not able to beat the game, like I said, you may just have fun running around and searching all these things. Oops. Fun for kids, fun for adults, and watch your step. If you like Impossible Mission and old computer games and old retro stuff, check out SpriteCastle.com. You can find all the episodes of Sprite Castle there. Also, be sure to check out ThrowbackNetwork.net, where you can find Sprite Castle along with a giant electrical ball. No, you can't find him there. Oh, hey, this is a cool trick. Watch this. Boop, boop, boop. It's a good trick, except for it just made this level a lot harder for me. So anyway, ThrowbackNetwork.net, giant electrical balls, SpriteCastle.com. I think that covers it.